Hello everyone, this is Velderan and this is No Man's Sky. And I will start apologizing for the abrupt ending of the stream yesterday. For some reason our internet went for over an hour, so it got too late to go back on. I did record a little bit further on the video, which is on YouTube, so that because that was still going on with the game, but then suddenly the game went as well because there was no internet. So, well, actually it was Xbox Game Pass which gave up, but so if you want to see a little bit more, it is on YouTube on the second part from yesterday. So there is a way of catching up a little bit. I don't know how much ended up on the Twitch video. That is kind of the thing I don't always know. I didn't get to clean fully up yesterday, so forgive me for having to do that. As said, suddenly everything fell apart in a kind of annoying way. So at least there are certain things which are good and certain things which are not so good. So yeah. Of course, I apologize for that way it went. That was not really my intention. So that is one of the things which is always annoying when it happens. So before I do anything else, I will put this to work. Actually had something already in there. Okay, so I will not put that to work in the manner I intended. I'm going to take the nanites first, so they at least are what they're supposed to be. I'll put that there. Freighter, I have got a slot, and that is at least useful. And I'm going to make these into dihydrogen, so that is sorted as well. Question is, wonder if I should just make one of those for now, because then that go away as well. These go down there, and I actually got 5. So yeah, there is a couple of things that we can actually do and kind of improve. So I just need to set this to actually work with. I have a lot of ferrite dust, so let's improve that, because we need that part. And now I said I was going to, oh dear, I'm not really following up on my own wording, am I? That is kind of stupid. I don't do that. So all these I've gotten for free around, so let's just enjoy them when we can. Do need them sometimes in certain combination, but mainly it's not. Storage, that is good. I like that. That's for my starship. And a lot of chromatic metal. That's actually not too bad, because If you remember from yesterday, a lot of the repairs we need chromatic metal, and I didn't actually go back and do that. A lot of coinage here, and a couple of good things as well. Sorry for that. So some of these is just going aside. I hope they find the proper places. Otherwise I will have to clean up that one that goes on the Exosuit. So I should be able to make one. Oh wow. It does take a lot of dihydrogen to create those, so let's go down and add that slot to the freighter and see what we can get for the salvage frigate modules. I fill up here for now because up in the technology part will come eventually. So is there anything of these we would like? I was actually thinking, let's see, that one takes 8. That's the long. You know what? I take that now, and then I'm going to take one of these. The thing is, if I remember right, that room will then every day provide some carbon, and that is kind of the thing which is quite useful. So we have 2 3-stars, trade and well, we actually have 2 trades, so let's take this one first. And now I'm actually going to be a little bit, because it's 5-star even with what I put on. And we can actually put one of these on as well, so we get some extra. And send it off. There is a reason I didn't fill it up, because I'm thinking maybe if I can send this off at some point. This one, exploration. I think I need 4 exploration to. Not actually, but I only have 4, so that's just set a combat as well, and that give a little bit extra as well. It's more than I get that clean, so I believe that's what I had of fuel. I got 100 tons left, so actually want to put these further down because I want to have those up there. I can make I can make a little bit more, but wonder if I actually get. Oh, I actually have that one here. Freighter. Got 2, so I have 500. Should be able to send at least one more out. So the more I can send out, the more I actually get back again then. So if I send this out, the balanced. So 1 support, 1 combat, 1 industrial, 1 trade. I don't have any. That might be a problem. Don't have any discovery. That one actually have a high discovery. So if I take that off and put that on, maybe that one, yeah, cool. So I'm actually trying to see if I can get another one on. It's in a perfect world you would be able to send out 5 every day, roughly. That as I said, that's in a perfect world. I can make one more out only. So can I send one more out? I should be able to send one of them. Combat should be able to go out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Support. 5 for 150, yeah. So I managed to send 4 out, and if I can get enough, then I can send the last trade at the end of today. So that's not too bad. So I'm actually banging this through here, and I'm going to do the same here because I need a lot of magnetized metal, so ferrite, sorry. So then I will go down and see what I can repair, and go somewhere and scrap that fighter I found yesterday as well. Then after that, jump to our base and pick up the plants we got. We have grown since yesterday. So that's the plans for a little moment at least, and then after that we will go out and continue the adventure. So let's go down and see what we can repair. This one was the one which was closest. Got the platinum for that, so I said I was not going to do it like this, but to be honest, it's actually easier when you have put on what you have. And to be honest, I have so much ferrite dust, so I just let it continue. At least some of it can be repaired, and hooray! That's actually the better way of going. As said, I need a lot of things that I just don't have in stock. Some things can be made, something has to be farmed. So I actually can make magnetized ferrite, so that's okay. And the same there, I can actually make that, take that off. No, I can't. So this one is getting relatively close and ready to at least be used. That one has to be scrapped. I just claimed it yesterday, so that one is fully repaired, I think. No, I'm lying. Jesus. Oh, I need more chromatic. Okay. I thought I was already done with this. So that was a lie. This one I just started repairing on, so that is way behind. And to be honest, I'm in no hurry with repairing them. It's it comes as it comes. It's not like I'm kind of panicking over it. I take it because it is one of the things that will be done in due time. And as I travel around, I will kind of get more and more material to it, and as I'm actually lacking the storage space to very big numbers, then it's actually better to kind of put the money in these kind of things. And I do do it like this a little bit every day from what I have come home with. These will wait. Kind of make it a little bit more doable, to be honest. So this one will be scrapped. I don't need another C-class fighter, so that is just going to be scrapped. And I mean, I don't as such need money, but I'm not the one which actually say no to free money, so that's just how it is. I will say one thing which kind of annoy me on the higher difficulties is that you can only refine like 250 at a time. It's not like on normal where you actually can refine a whole stack of 9,999. No, here you only get 250. So I will go to a space station. I can go to where I ended last time. I don't know. This, I believe this is actually, no, it's not. So it's shortest to go where what is local. The longer you go, the longer it takes. So if you go through a number of galaxies, it can take quite a while until you are back where it's before you're back to the station you're going to. So 1.7 million for that, it's not bad. And then my start fighter comes up. It does that, so and that's actually fine. I'm going back to the freighter anyway and swapping ships so I get the proper one. It would be a risk of suicide if I jump to go out in a ship that is not geared up for the fighting, and that is just okay. I managed to get out where I had no ships. Very smart. Oh, I don't have any ships. Okay. If you come into this situation and you want to get a specific ship and it's not there, you can do two things. You can either reload the game, then all your ships will be there, or you can just call them. You can actually call ships on the hangar deck of a freighter. So I put these over because that is sail stop. And did I actually get anything that needed to be? No. So if I'm sounding a little bit confused, it's because I thought that I had something I didn't have apparently. I thought there would be something to put on my starship for selling, but there wasn't. Well, that's all well and fine. I don't have to. So just choke. So this is a weird thing. I can't just chuck them in. Anything else I don't need out here? Technically I don't need any of it, but practically it's actually quite nice sometimes to have it so you can access it if needed. So it's that kind of things. I don't know if I need to set that running on the ferrite dust at this point. That one is not doing anything, so guess we're ready to go for the adventure. So that was this one we were at. And we are slowly moving towards the center of the galaxy. The first aim on Permadeath is actually to get to the next galaxy. That's the achievement I'm trying to get. Whether that is fully doable, I don't know yet. I'll find out. Oh, blasted, I forgot. We need to pick something up at our base first. Oh. That was my bad and my stupid. Because the thing is, I'm growing these plants, and if I don't farm them, new ones will not grow. As long as I farm them, new one will grow up, and it actually grows out in between 4 and 6 hours, sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes a little bit shorter, depending which type it is. But if you don't farm them, you won't get new ones. So, and I actually do need them, so you might be wondering what I need them for. I need them to produce certain things, and some of them I need quite a lot of, so this might not on its own be feasible, doing it this way, but down the line we can change that. And I think I have this, I got this feeling. It tells me to build a cylindrical room. And I normally don't do that because I have no usage for these. But as it's part of the quest line, then I might have to do it, whatever I feel about it. And to be honest, I can't remember if I've done this in the past or what. So now I've done it at least. And let's see what happens. Construct door. Oh dear. I would need an access ramp as well, wouldn't I? So I have a room. This has never been my favorite type of building, but at least now it's there. I wonder if there's anything. Normally this will stand and do a lot of things, but oh well. It doesn't. Do any more here? Okay. Now I need to return to space. So I will, but not where they expect me to go. But let's see if something happens anyway. Kind of come a little bit further away from where I started, so at least now we have done whatever we wanted to do. And I need to see if I can sell any of the stuff I am carrying around. Oh.
Units received.
Wow, technically I can sell anything, is a question if I want to.
Units received. Units received.
It's not everything I do want to sell because some of the things I need, so yeah. B shovel. So, yeah. I do have space for it, so we'll just put that on.
Technology installed.
It's one of those things which is actually quite difficult to raid abandoned buildings. Oh dear, I have been doing that a lot, to be honest. I just came out of a black hole to the system, so when things went weird yesterday, nanite rich. Okay, interesting planet. Didn't I just... Okay. I was a little bit confused there, I think. So... I wonder if it's that one. Look like many buildings around, so let's take a guess. If it's wrong, then we will go and find the proper one. So hot.
Technology recharge.
Was that so? I do like to scan the animals. It's normally good money. Well, scanning in general, to be honest.
Units received.
Well, also scanning the animals give you a warning if there is, for instance, a lot of predators around. You can actually see what they live off and if they look dangerous in any way. I would say scanning has always been kind of the baseline of my income, together with the frigate missions. And earning money is actually not a bad thing. Despite what some YouTubers will tell you, that you're playing wrongly if you are going for money over whatever they think you should. Oh, I forgot something here. So that's kind of back to the statement I very often repeat over and over again. I really shouldn't be doing it because people watching me know what I think about that, but I'm going to do it one more time, but only for a short moment. It's your game, you play exactly like you want to. pick up the parts you want to take in the game. So it finds 147 nanites, a high nanite deposit, okay. I would not go that far, but it's actually a very disappointing abandoned building. It doesn't have a lot on it. Oh well, it's not like I have to comply to anything else here. It is of course a good idea when you're following missions to actually follow where it's sending you, because otherwise you can mess them up. I've done that a lot, to be honest. I'm not always good at following the lead. So that's the force field it just gave me. So I'll pretend to just do scanning. Don't know if that works. Someone in a hauler, which is B class. It's actually not bad. Why did the sensor go? How far away is it? 300, okay. So in case you wonder why I'm checking how far away it is, if it's more than 30 units away, it should not react. However, it's one of these things you have to take with a grain of salt, because it also depends on how aggressive they are. And it actually say low security, so the 30 boundary should be fine. Actually looks like it's right. Back to the ship, I think, and get a little bit more scanning. Now we're here. How many animals was there actually? 9, so I'm not going to try to find them. Yeah, as I said, I'm not going to try to find them. Let's see what that brings. Okay. Running out of fuel. It sounds like a bad tricks with women, doesn't it? Okay, you want me to go to the space station and trade. That's okay. I don't mind that. I mean, I kind of have been around this, but so what do you want me to buy? Allison, oh God. That is absolutely useless. Okay, it doesn't really have anything. What I'm actually going to do is a little naughtiness, but I'm going to install it. Oh. Okay. There it is. That is not expected, but never mind. At least I have done what he asked me to. That's the important thing, isn't it? So what do we got? The Sea Fighter and the Beholder. I kind of have put Jesus. That's yeah. Okay, at least isn't this system, he did say in that world of mine, it's the hot planet, so good. The Sentinels are not overly bad on that, so well, we have to go for a factory. They are always filled with sentinels, so I normally don't park my ship very close to it because if I need to escape, there was another building next to it. What's that? Huh. Okay. There is only one thing to do. Speed is important. You go in, you blast your way in, you run directly to the console and activate that. I need chromatic metal. Ah, blasted. They didn't tell me that. Remember, I have a risk that I will be attacked here. Oh, they deactivated it. Oh, it's actually quite... But some of these is on a timer, and if it takes too long, then you won't be able. So, if you are a nervous guy, these can be quite daunting. However, they have been deactivated, so I'm actually not too concerned, even though the alarm still stands. Carbon can be harvested. Oh, they are searching. That means that now they're deactivated. That's carbon as well. Well, sod that. So, after all, it's when you're doing factories, blast in as quick as possible. And then just do it as fast as you can, because that's the safest way of doing it. So you might think this is the abandoned building from earlier. It can't be, because then it would have shown as abandoned building. The game is actually quite intelligent, even though I almost said not always. But I can see I haven't been here. The thing is, if I have been here, it will only say save. But it is an abandoned building though, so So that. Really don't want it to ledge me. Okay, I have shot it a couple of times. Good. Then let's get the things from here. It's all of it useful. I will say I'll go quickly through the text here, because I've been doing these a lot of times. If you're new to the game, I would suggest that you read through them, because they're quite interesting. But the thing is, at some point you come through this storyline, and then you will only get hello world every time you access these. But it will still give you nanites every time you come to them. Which is kind of neat, because it's one of the things you can use a lot of them, at least. Whether you want to upgrade your gear, ship, freighter, not freighter, multi-tool, then nanites are very, very useful. You can even upgrade your ships and multi-tools to higher class if you have one you really like and just wanted to become S-class, then you can do that as well. Okay. So I'm a little bit stuck in this system as long as this go on, but that's okay. Yeah, the problem is here I end up fighting with the sentinels, but okay. That is quickly done. I actually forgot this yesterday, so I should have gone in and done my daily anomaly, but I kind of forgot it, so is now I have so much nanites and everything. Why is the light like this? That looks really weird. It's not your monitor there's something wrong with. It's the game. Luckily I know my way around. $20 nanites. Be doing a couple of other things before I go to Nether. I actually decided, as I have loads of nanites, I'm going to just take a couple of things every time I get in here. Is it useful? I don't know. But well, I would say that it's useful in the matter that if I get other ships, I can actually just add it to them. So, because certain things was already on my ship, for instance, because it's a expedition ship I have taken with me. So, as said, it's useful in that matter. I got 4, I'm not making prefabs. So, all the furniture and that I don't take that until the last moment. So I do have a timber building, so I'm going to add a couple of things to that. It doesn't really matter what order you take things in. You normally will take what you feel is what you need when you get in here. This is just a little bit annoying, but should I take that one? I do not know why it is like that. I really do not know. It's like the space station is in the rings of something, or again, it's just to get things. Weapon terminal is not what I need. This one is what I need. Got all those. And I started on these.
Item received. Item received.
So I'm actually taking these because when I have them, because they are made from the other ones, so I can actually upgrade my value to them, so to speak. So these again, I'm not even close to start doing this, but so I just take them so I get a little bit here and there. I'm going to get where am I? Oh, let's get out of here. That is kind of daunting. Quicksilver for this. Okay. Let's get back to space because this is started giving me a headache. Thing is, if I thought that for instance, my graphic card was broken or something, it would not give me some pages fine and others not. So it's just as it is. We need to get back out in space, and I think everything will be fine. Portals. Where is there anywhere we can go?
Hostile scan detected.
Oh dear.
Detected. Hostile ships approaching.
Yeah, I'm not taking that, so bugger off.
Hostile ships defeated.
Ley line detected that way. Okay, good. What planet is that? I would like to caustic, but not aggressive sentinels. Okay. I really don't want to fiddle around on a planet with aggressive sentinels. If I can avoid it. Land and look, I can't see anything. Toxic walls.
Technology recharge.
So, Sentinels is enforcing. Oh, there, what's that?
Units received. Units received.
They can be horrible predators. Which I need to know if it is.
Units received.
No, it's not.
Units received. Units received.
If you see those, always make sure you
Units received.
scan them, because they come from extreme aggressive predators to very far that way. Okay. This is a non-pleasant world, so I will actually move a little bit closer if I can. Not certain it is going to be working well, but oh, it is. So this is not a portal, so it's a monolith. Oh, there's more turtles.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
A lot of animals on this planet. I don't trust these. Is that sad? Oh well.
Units received.
They can kill me if they want to, so
Received.
So can they. So, well, what am I supposed to do here? Engage it. So a lot of this is actually law, so I have the glyphs, so oh dear. There is indeed. So I'm not taking the ship on purpose. Taking the ship would actually, if I'm unlucky, would cause sentinel interceptors to come, so I'm just trying to escape them. When they can't scan you anymore, they normally go quite passive.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
So you bonker. Needed to get into this tunnel. There's an ancient building, but there is a monolith. So, which one am I actually going to use? That's a good question. It's actually showing that one.
Technology recharge.
Oh, just make that we are
Technology recharge.
still fine. So whenever you are inside a building, it's actually safe for the environment. It's actually not true because I'm almost through the atlas.
Units received.
Only one. Is that the other one just next to it here? It would be lovely. Yeah, it is. I like when things is actually close to each other. Sometimes you have to go very long distances. I wanna be just sure this is fine as well.
Technology recharge.
Thing is, you have many different levels of health, and it's very important that everything is kept at a certain level all the time. Come on. I do think that the internet had clipped out of the connection because it seems like I fell off. Damn. I've been on for an hour and 25 minutes roughly, and they only show 10 minutes, so yeah, oh dear. There's been a lot of internet issues out of Britain the last couple of days, so it might be what I'm suffering from as well. what I wanted to do. So we're going to see that. Ah, dear. This is slightly annoying, but I need to make sure there's no sound on this. It's I'm very sorry that it falls out sometimes. Kind of don't know if it's me or it's internet or it's out of Britain or across to the US or wherever. It's just rather annoying. According to Twitch, I have an excellent connection, so yeah. So in 5 hours, okay. And let's improve that a little bit. A minor settlement. Well, you know what? I'm not in a hurry, so investigating a little bit is not bad. Curiosity is one of my sins, maybe. I don't know if it's a sin or but these places can actually be quite useful. Some carbon. There's a trader. I'm actually... I was going to say I'm not going to talk to him, but actually I am. Not for his blueprints, but the components. Sometimes they have very cheap stuff, which which is very useful. I don't know. And then they always have a weapon. This is a C-class, so that's not. But what I do is I always trade here. It's not a lot they have, but
Product received.
I'm going to take what there is. Then, of course, you can go out and investigate the shelters there is. There's also that guy there. I normally don't talk to them because they have a tendency to give you some horrible missions. Like the ones you get on the space station, and some of them is actually quite annoying. Let's call it that. Change to first person because then I don't have to dig for it. Now I know that there is sentinels around. Okay, that was a module. What's in here? There's some carbon. Anything else? I would wish they didn't scan because that annoys my eyesight. So, got a little bit of interesting things. Where was the portal? It was over there somewhere. I think I managed to go the wrong way around. So ammonia is actually quite important when you visit toxic planets because it's one of those which can fill up the like a quite aggressive animal, but that wasn't. This game really proves sometimes that appearance can be deceptive. I always had this belief that if it looked like a T-Rex, it probably is. To be honest, that has kept me alive in many games and made sure that I'm actually fine when it comes to that kind of thing. So, yeah. So, let's go to the... Worst part is I can't remember what's in line for me. I have a feeling this can actually be quite horrible. And if it is, worst case scenario, I die and then that's it. Swapped to another multi-tool just in case. And the question is, might or might not be a good idea. Who knows? But unknown things in this game has a tendency to break stuff.
Warning. Hostile system.
Okay, that's not good. Hostile system is not good. Why is it hostile? Attentive. Atlas protocol initiated. Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling, and this is where I don't have a ship or anything, so I'm kind of at his mercy. This might be a little bit of spoilers, but everything fine. Starship out of range, but it is here somewhere. It's that way. It actually looks like. Lost it, what happened? Hello, animal.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
I'm not so concerned. This planet actually seemed to be okay.
Units received.
I think. Always be careful with holes in the ground, because if you fall down, it might cause you some bad inconveniences. So, this is my survival instinct kicking in, because when everything else is unknown, I know sodium is one of the things which is actually quite important to get. So where am I? That's one question. And where is my ship? It looks like it's down somewhere. Down where? I'm not going to go through the a mountain. I have very bad experience with doing that, because I have ended up in caves where it was a lot of poisonous plants which actually killed me. So I learned one thing from that experience, and that is no. No. Oh, that is the bloody predator variation. Doesn't even exist. Okay. So if you noticed, I changed to my weapon because when things come running, you might only get 1 or 2 shots. There's my ship. What is shaking the world? Why is the world shaking? Honestly. I do not like that. Okay, what about landing some ships here? It's an A and a B. Okay. I honestly don't know what to do with these situations, whether to leave it, to broadcast it, to almost say jump in the ocean. That probably would not be a good idea, but
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
I hear you. So bad weather. I want to investigate that. Because that might actually be huh.
Technology recharge.
I need to repair the starship. It's only that one which is broken, and it's not too bad. That I can actually survive. And I still have access to this, so bad is not as bad.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
So yeah, I have to fix the launch thruster before I can do anything. So it takes a little bit of time. Why did it only move one over? Oh, good question. Oh. That asks a lot of questions. I would kind of like to know where in the universe I am, but to do that I would need to take flight and then actually look at it. It's one of those situations where, yeah, I'm curious, but I'm also cautious. And that actually make me wonder what the right or the wrong is. It's a very good question and I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what the right or the wrong is. The factual thing is I have to repair the ship first before I do anything, because otherwise I'll be kind of sitting where I am. Actually, I need some better shielding. I need like this. Something I don't have, which is literally weird.
Technology installed.
Oh. suddenly got the feeling I did something stupid. Which wouldn't be the first time I have done that. So I was not stupid enough, so good. Good enough. So I'm a little bit curious with this building, so I'm going for that first. I might regret it, but I have a feeling it might be an observatory, and if it is, it can actually... I'm not sure, it could be a factory as well, and there is sentinels. It probably is a factory. Sentinels for an observatory, so I actually do show up. Oh, fuck. I don't want to fight with that one in front of a lot of sentinels, so a factory. Okay. That's absolutely fine. We don't need to do anything about that now or ever, unless we want to. Sorry, I'm very curious. I thought it was a building as well, and so how far? 7 minutes. That's not going to be 7 minutes. Okay. I'm going to take a detour because crashed freighters is kind of a must to investigate for two reasons. One, they give information, and two, they give stuff. So again, these give some interesting lore along the line as well, and I will say, if you're new to the game, go and experience them. If you're not, it's not as important, but that is going to be, that's not what, one, two, three, four, five out there. That is going to be difficult to get, because it's inside a rock. Okay, we're going to try. Bad feeling.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Do I have any cobalt? No, I don't. Oh dear. Problem is, this radioactivity is very high, so it's one of those you actually have to be rather careful. Pretty much standing on it here. There. I didn't even see what I got. I just tried to stay cold-headed and get out of it. Warp hypercore is good.
Extreme radiation detected.
So you don't want to kill yourself in this, but the radioactivity coming out of
Extreme subterranean
these
radiation detected.
is very high. So just want to say, just be careful.
Extreme radiation detected.
the last one. Service data, that's not bad. So just get into the ship where we're safe from the environment at least, and have a look what we actually got. Smuggled goods that go on the freighter. That is trade, so that goes there. These are for stuff.
Technology recharge.
And it's actually not so bad as it kind of looked first. Didn't get a lot of good things, but to be honest, it could have been much worse. It could have been much worse. So we need to try to find where on earth we have to go. So we are kind of back on the main mission with Artemis. I kind of messed it up a little bit because of it's not here. Because I never built that building I was told to build, which kind of was a little bit silly, but I didn't actually think it would matter that much, if that makes sense. So it's a long way that way, so I'm actually going to investigate this place first. And there's a trading post as well. I'm not in a rush to run down the mission the mission line, because I will get there eventually. And as I said, I'm actually quite curious on where I am in the system, whether I actually want to pursue that line. What have we got here? Observatory, yeah. I thought so. So I'm going to look at the shelters first, because I always get so excited when if I get something interesting out at the observatory. Did I miss the entrance here totally? Yeah, I did. Jesus. Restore shield. Don't know if that is any use. First aid. That's always good. A bed. You can't lay on. remember that there are some horrible predators here. There's one there. Observatory. Should be a door somewhere. Am I being immobile right now? Where is the icon? Is there. So it's on the other side. Ward. It's very big. It's incredibly big. So we're inside, it's nice in here. Weather is not a problem, nor is, so there is rooms. Well, we already determined that when we looked outside. Carbon is not so interesting. That door goes nowhere. Okay. It does happen sometimes that there are more than one door, so
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
no. I was going to say, see here, there is another one, but there wasn't. Okay, let's check the observatory itself. See what it actually shows, if anything. So this is the more easy one. There's 4 numbers, 4 digits. And each of them has to be in each position. So 390, so the first one will have to be an 8. Second position 890, so that has to be 3, that would be that one. So let's double check. Third digit 9, correct. 4 digits 0, correct. Okay, so it sends me a building. That is not really useful for me, so bummer. Just bummer. Oh dear, there's some bad weather. Yeah. So I'm still not going for the signal because there is a trading post as well. And then I'm actually going to go there. Because oh dear, I'm out of carbon and I don't have a lot of phosphorus. Oh dear. I'm putting myself in a little bit of a stupid situation. So I shouldn't really go out. But going down and shop is not going to hurt me. I'm not selling anything, so sound on the feet today. I haven't changed my boots. Just saying. And we've got a ship there, which is a B1. Shuttle, what is he? It's the sea. Thousand that way. That's a long way to walk, especially when there is weather hazards on the planet. Thinking what to do if I was smart. I don't know if I am smart. Oh, nice looking ship. Just a solar, which I don't have any of in my collection, but I'm not ready to start buying ships, so. And I will only buy S-Class anyway, so. Two things here. I'm curious where we are in the world. So I haven't. Yeah, I haven't moved a lot, so yeah, I'm not sure I want to do that. Anyway, not sure of anything. Where is the... where did that go? What's that? Oh, it's the building. Yeah, we need to find that first. Okay, it was there, roughly. So So let's land and find out how far away it is. 341 that way. Remember, there is a kind of nasty predator on this planet, so... Oh. Yeah, sorry. I'm leaving. It wasn't me. Closer, there's a grave. That's what I'm looking for. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is that Artemis' grave? Oh dear. Yeah, it is. Oh. Oh dear, this is a spoiler moment, but I hope you bear with me for this. predator there.
Units received. Units received.
You know what? I think I take the save option, my ship. So what now? Probably direct me to a holo thingy. 2 minutes, so that is quite quick. Oh, it's an approximate. I hate approximate locations. I mean, a holo emitter should be quite easy to see. Ugh. One of the shelters always holds nanites, so when you see 2 shelters, jump in and get the nanites. It is useful. The other one, or there might be other things, but it's not carved in stones. But the one with the nanites is always the case. So there is normally a well, guess not yet. To check how many animals I actually have found, because I kind of have a feeling that I am, but I might be missing some which is under the sea, but that we will have to just check. A lot of buildings on this planet, so I have pretty much not been to any other planets today. So up we climb. Oh shite, what am I doing? Jumping out of a tall tower? That seems very, very good. Morbid. What on earth led to me? Well, it's one of those things. that's good, because that's more than I do. I'm not sure where I'm going. Ugh, a mind arc. So what do I need to build a mind arc? Oh dear. I need the soul engine and then cadmium, living pearl. Living pearl. There is one thing I don't have. But something I know where to find. Cadmium is more a problem because what I have is what I have on my freighter. So I need to go to, oh god, this is okay. So there's water there. Let's see if we can find a living pearl. It should be possible. Too much cost, so at least that is a possibility.